Magandang umaga sa aming tagapagpanood sa umagang ito. Ako nga pala si Franz Angela Inakay, isa sa mga tagapagsalita sa aming edisyon na ito. Edu, come on! What's up, bro?
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning to everyone who's watching this video. I am Edward San Pedro, one of your adventurers for the segment of The Journey.
And this is The Roaring TV. Roar! Grabe! When we talk about our tour guiding in Corregidor Island, I have a lot of memories to come up with from the departure until the arrival of the tour.
Isama na rin natin ang masasarap na buffet at pagkain sa Dennis, Cafe Ilang-Ilang at Viking.
Sama ka dyan, Edu. Isama na rin natin ang stay-in natin sa Manila Hotel na may mga gandang kwarto, amenities, CR mula sa lobby, sa kwarto hanggang sa swimming pool area.
Now come on, we will now start our adventure.
We're watching first the wonderful video, so sit back and relax.
Come inside of my heart if you're looking for answers. Look at this storm, come a little bit faster.
Wow! That clip is really a brief background of what we are going to talk about for this video. Right, Edwards?
Of course, we are going to focus on the experiences and learning we have gathered on the island of Valor.
But first, what is Corregidor Island? Before that, we will inform you about the island with all the learnings and first-hand experience we had accumulated throughout the MAC tour guiding.
The first thing that I noticed in the island is that it looks like a tadpole. Even certified tour guide mentioned that in the tour that the island looks like a tadpole. But there is also another term for it in the medical field. Ikaw na naman
Now,
isip nun.
there are 4 islands that build up Corregidor. Namely, Corregidor Fort Mills is the largest of the islands that form the harbor defenses of Manila Bay together with El Fraile Island or the Fort Drum, Caballo Island or the Fort Hodge, and the Carabao Island which is the Fort Frank. I think we are forgetting about something. It is before we went to Corregidor.
Siyempre naman di dapat natin kalimutan yan. Well, I and Franz communicated that we should see each other before going to the university or the assembly place of the tour bus. After reaching him in his dorm at exactly 2 a.m. in the morning, he made me wait outside his dorm for 30 minutes. I thought I was going to have a fine morning, but it started out bad since Franz left me hanging.
I'm really sorry, brother. My phone was off and I tend to move slowly. You know that I'm slow pacer, right? And I knew you were off once I exited the gate of the house. And so you were not in the mood to talk to me because I made you wait outside for a long time.
Well, that's fine, bro. Still, we enjoyed the trip to Dennis because one was selected and showcased the qualities of being a tour guide.
That is right. But what makes it more memorable is that we had nice and wonderful breakfast. The egg, the tapa, the fried rice, and the tocino just made my morning, our morning.
For sure, that was the most satisfying thing before we went to Corregidor Island because I was selected as the next tour guide going to Esplanade. It was really fun and an unforgettable experience since I get to share the knowledge I knew about the area with fast crew, the history and significance to the area of Manila. But I still got a long way to go to be a perfect example of a tour guide, but it is a learning experience for me.
It's good to know that you learn a lot from it. As we all know, we didn't get enough sleep because of the pressure and what we need to memorize about the Island of Valor because we also didn't know what we are going to be called upon by the tour guide. Now that you mentioned that we reached the port, we rode a ferry going to the island wherein it took about 2 hours and 45 minutes. And Eduds, I took a video of you sleeping all throughout the boat ride.
Indeed, that was a long boat ride to Corregidor. When we reached the port of Corregidor, specifically the North Dock, we immediately started the tour since we were chasing the time that the Coast Guard gave us since the current of the waves were too strong to pass through by ferry, making it more difficult for the students to bear since a lot of them got nauseous after the boat ride.
The tour around the island was really electrifying, seeing fellow students give us information about the historic items and places in Corregidor. Especially the accredited tour guide would also add their knowledge about the island if the students miss some info about it.
That's right, friends. And did you know, guys, the Japanese divided 5 islands in the Corregidor, namely bottom side, top side, middle side, tail side, and lastly, the suicide side.
And did you know, Edu, in the suicide side, it is where the Japanese want to kill their own lives because for them, it is better to kill their own lives rather than to lose and surrender in the battle.
Oh, that's interesting. Naalala ko na naman nung sumakay kayo ng trampiya, marami tayong nakitang mga lugar at bagay na nagsisimbolize sa ating great history noong World War II.
Tama ka dyan pare, at isa sa mga tumatak sa akin na yung iba't ibang mga battery na ginagamit sa pakikipagdigma noong World War II. At meron tayong 5 battery sa isa ng Corregidor. At ito ay ang mga battery way from Henry Way, battery heard by Cliff Hearn, and one of the strongest, biggest, and longest gun on the island. Next is the Battery Grabs by Hayden Grabs, Battery Geary by Woodridge Geary, and Battery Croquet by Alan Crochet.
Nakita rin natin ang old hospital na kung saan ginagamot ang mga wounded soldier in this abandonment. Many people claim to have experienced paranormal events around the old hospital.
That is very scary, bro. Okay, if there is a hospital, then there is a cemetery. One of the famous cemeteries that we have found in the Corregidor Island is the Pacific War Memorial, which symbolizes the friendship and camaraderie of Filipinos and Americans against the Japanese occupation.
Also, it symbolizes the commemoration of soldiers who had just lost their lives during World War II. Despite of that, we also see 2 separate memorials, the Japanese Memorial and Filipino Heroes Memorial. The Japanese Memorial was created by tormentors for the Japanese soldiers who died in the Pacific.
Also, the Filipinos Heroes Memorial is created to honor Filipino fighting men and women for giving the ultimate sacrifice of the country, and also, it is the one of the newest installation in the Corregidor Island. Edu, did you know General Douglas MacArthur?
Of course, this an American military leader who served as a general of the Army of the United States as well as a field marshal to the Philippine Army.
That is right. Also, he is known by his words, "I shall return." And the fun fact, he said those words in Australia, not in the Philippines. Instead, he said, "I had returned in the Philippine Island."
Whoa, interesting. I also have a fun fact that you take his picture when he landed in the North Dock because on the first attempt, he landed upside down.
Whoa, that's crazy. In addition, I saw the Lorca Dock wherein General MacArthur exited from Malinta Tunnel, going to Australia as ordered by the former President, US President Roosevelt.
Friends,
Hey.
is freedom important to you?
Of course, Edu, without that, I cannot live my life to the fullest and I cannot fight for my rights.
That's right, friends. Speaking of, I saw the eternal flame of freedom wherein it symbolizes the perpetual gratitude for the people who sacrificed their lives for freedom.
I also saw the writings on it, like, to live in the freedom light is the right of the mankind.
Wow, that's right, friends. Now going to the main attraction in Corregidor Island, the Malinta Tunnel.
Malinta comes from the shortened word version of maraming linta or many leashes.
Also, it is where we can see the lights and sound show depicting different histories and stories.
That is right. We experienced it when we were stuck and stranded on the island. We went there after we ate our dinner wherein we witnessed the history of the Corregidor Island. And it is very fascinating even if my mind tells me that it is scared to go there because many soldiers died there. But still, I learned a lot and enjoyed it.
Now I'm excited when we are going back to Manila because we are going to experience the accommodation in Manila Hotel.
Me too, Edu. In that time, I want to rest and be able to eat breakfast at Cafe Ilang-Ilang, serving the best buffet food in Manila.
Also, I want to take a bath at that time because I think we are stinky when we are stranded at Corregidor.
Truly, Brody. Anyways, nag-enjoy talaga tayo ng soba dahil nagamit natin lahat ng amenities sa hotel kagaya ng TV, cabinet, bed, at high-class comfort room.
Totoo, Brody, gamit na gamit talaga sa atin yung syempre kailangan natin sulitin yung binayad natin, di ba?
O naman, Brody, kahit bitin yung oras natin sa hotel, nagawa pa rin
sayang.
natin magbaliwan at mag-swimming sa swimming pool sa Manila Hotel.
Mahal.
Grabe.
Super solid talaga, Brody, kasi busog na tayo nun eh. Puro buffet, tapos nauwian na natin, nag-dinner pa tayo sa Vikings, which is nakabusog talaga.
Truly, Brody. Overall, my experience on our tour is superb because I learned a lot about the values of patience, confidence, and public speaking.
As well as the history of Corregidor and the stories behind it. Despite of learning, I learned a lot because of the different memories that we have created on the tour.
That is truly right, Brody. Oh no, I think we are run out of time and we need to say goodbye from our viewers for today.
I hope you learned a lot from us and enjoyed our vlog.
Once again, I am Franz Angela Inakay
And I am Edward San Pedro.
and this has been The
Roaring TV. Roar!
Again, thank you so much
Stay lively
and stay safe.